And I know that on this podcast, we've talked about validation a lot. We've had episodes on it, almost every episode about like how to deal with your loved one's struggling mental health. We always say validate, right? But then it's actually a lot harder to put into practice. It's a very simple skill that is so hard to master, especially in high intensity situations with high drama, lots of anger, lots of overwhelm, or feeling attacked, right? It's so hard to validate someone else. So let me just clarify what validation is. Like a step-by-step, here is what validation is. Validation is communicating to someone that you understand their emotional experience. Okay, so you see and recognize what they're feeling, and you communicate to them that it makes sense. There's logic behind it. I kind of get your perspective. So it's basically empathy plus communicating that empathy, right? I know that sounds so simple. Like I say it all the time, and people go like nod and go, mm-hmm. But in practice, it's so hard because I'm going to jump into step by step. No, I'm not going to. Okay, I know where to go. Okay, and so here's another way to think about it. I love this book. I'm holding it up so you can see it on YouTube, but it's one of my favorite books for emotional intelligence. It's called Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss. So this is actually a book about negotiation. And Chris Voss is an expert in negotiating in hostage situations, right? When a terrorist has taken someone for ransom and you have to negotiate them the FBI has to negotiate with them in order to keep that person safe, right? So I love that we can get so much of how do you talk someone down from the ledge, so to speak, when emotions run high, when you have to get on the same page, when you have to influence what's going on. He's talking about situations that are so high emotional intensity, so stressful, and yet the outcome is really important, right? Keep that hostage safe. You can't just like argue and walk away. You have to get on the same page and influence the situation, get control. So even he says that one of his favorite strategies, it's called tactical empathy, which I think it's another word for validation. And this is his definition. He's basically saying an academic way of saying that empathy is paying attention to another human being, asking what they're feeling, and making a commitment to understanding their world. I love that definition, making a commitment to understanding their world, okay? And so his definition is tactical empathy is understanding the feelings and mindset of another in a moment, and also hearing what is behind those feelings so that you can increase your influence in all the moments that follow. Whoa, okay. So even if the idea of validating someone who's screaming at you sounds like ridiculous, even in hostage negotiation situations, tactical empathy or validation, whatever you want to call it, is a key skill. I'll tell you why. So there is research showing